Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Sue, your East Oakland advocate. Well, I'm out here walking the neighborhood with my dog, and a thought came across my mind that Mayor Sheng Tao has not done anything about the homeless situation, and there's plenty of remedies for her to look at and consider housing and land for the homeless. In fact, I've been working on a project, and that's what I'm currently working on with my aquaculture, because this will actually fund the housing for the homeless. That's what this is for. And it is a 20-acre site not too far from here that I've been monitoring, and also at one time I had my name on that site, and so I don't know if it's still there or not, but the state was going, this was a piece of property, 20 acres, that was part of the lawsuit that we won against CalTrans here in Oakland. And they were required to give up a certain amount of land and property that is community land trust property of CalTrans. And so we've been sitting on this piece of property since 2019. Yeah, it's been that long. And it's sitting in plain sight. Nobody's bothering it or molesting it. There's been some homeless folks that have moved on the site, but then they've also been moved off the site. So it's a good site. It's near a lot of services. It's near transportation. It's near the agency services, social services that a lot of the homeless use over here at the Social Security or Social Services Office. Alameda County Social Services Office isn't too far from the site. It's actually walking distance. Also, with the 20-acre site, what I had proposed was for the homeless folks that don't want to go into housing, this was the place where they could actually have housing, and it would not be indoors. They would be outdoors, and it would be a supervised site. So yeah, there's order there, but also services can also be administered at that site, because we would install units so that care can be given right on site. There would be a 24-hour holistic medicine site at the homeless encampment. Well, not so much in homeless encampment, but it is a homeless site for those that do not want to live in one of the hotel settings, don't want to live in shelters. They don't have an RV or trailer, but have a tent or a tiny home that they can move onto the property. The property will also have sewer, water, and solar electricity. So everything will be there. That would be part of my plan that I'm introducing. And the funding comes from the aquaculture business that I'm setting up right now. And so the aquaculture is set for long term, so that this project will last long after I'm gone, and long after I left office, if I become mayor. But that's the whole thing. You folks here in Oakland need to get rid of Sheng Tao and then install me. Vote for me when you vote recall Sheng Tao. And that's how we can start turning Oakland around. This is one of the solutions that she should be working on. She should have a staff working directly with Governor Newsom's office on this 20-acre property right here in Oakland. And then the funding. There was at one point $600,000 available for developing that site, but then because of now Governor Newsom spending all that money to save his ass from his recall, that the city is, or that the state is now running a deficit, whereas before somehow during his recall we had all sorts. Governor Newsom found all sorts of extra money, but then now that his time is up, now there's a huge deficit here in California. So he's not a very good governor. He never did govern very well. I didn't like his policies for the most part. I certainly didn't like his policies in San Francisco. So anyway, that's what's going on. We could, here in Oakland, really take a huge chunk out of homelessness with this property and developing this property and maintaining this. Not so much with a third-party oversight, but with self-governance. And that's what we would be looking at for this particular site. Not like what has recently occurred on a new site that's not too far from here for those with trailers and RVs. Another agency, a third-party agency, set up shop. This is why I don't like third-party agencies, because they have no accountability to the city or whoever is providing the funds. And in this case, Urban Alchemy is running this RV safe park over on 66th Avenue, and it's been a hellhole. That's the only way I can really describe it. It comes up on our hog meetings regularly, and Urban Alchemy is a problem. So, Shane Tao, you're not doing your job. You're not keeping your promises. You promised at the top of the year you would declare a state of emergency to bring in emergency services, law enforcement from not only local agencies like CHP, Alameda County Sheriff's Department, but also state, where U.S. Marshals, federal assistance from the FBI, and other task force that could be done, but yet because your ignorance and your lack of experience on anything, Shane Tao, you need to go, because you do not know how to do anything other than collect a paycheck. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.